Hi everyone. How are you? How's everybody doing tonight? This is my Facebook Live tonight. Today is Tuesday, June 7th, and 2022. And we're getting ready to do a Facebook Live with some masculine cards tonight. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited about the cards I have to show you. I'm just going to wait a couple seconds to make sure that I'm coming up on Facebook and give people a couple minutes to hop on. If you're joining me, thank you very much. I appreciate it, either live right now or on the replay or on YouTube. So thank you for watching me. It's going to be a lot of fun. These are going to be quick cards tonight because they're easy cards to make. So let me just get my iPad. Oops, and I always forget to turn my volume down on my iPad. Okay. All right, so let's just get started. My name is Laura Roderick. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in San Antonio, Texas. And I'm telling you guys, it is hot in Texas right now. We've had this run of really warm temperatures, and yesterday and today when I was in my car driving home from work, both days the temperature in my car said 105. It actually, I think, was around 102, so my car may have exaggerated by a couple of degrees, but it felt like 105. So it's been hot. It looks like the next 10 days it's going to be around 100 again, which is, you know, we get some hot weather down here in San Antonio, usually not till the end of July, August. Do we get like maybe a string of 3 to 5 days of 100? We never are this hot, this early, and this long. So anyway, I hope y'all are having nice weather where you are and enjoying summer. Summer's the best. I know some of the schools finished up this week, so some people are off and, you know, let the fun of summer begin. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to turn my camera down. The first thing I want to say, though, is last week I ran a little contest, if you were able to share my video. So the winner of the contest from last week was Deborah, and she won this really cute packet of the Fun Flowers resin shapes. And you can't see, there's some prettier colors up here, some kind of orangey colors up there. So thank you for sharing, Deborah. Deborah's also my upline, and she's a super talented demonstrator and card designer. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera down. And let's see. Okay, I think that's pretty good. I'm just going to put it a little bit more towards the bottom of the screen. Okay, looks good. All right, let me start by showing you what we're going to work with tonight. And this week we're doing, like I said, masculine cards, and we're using the He's the Man suite. And this is all Stampin' Up! Products, and you can see some of the samples that they have in the catalog on the other side. And if you look down here, this one sample, I don't know if you can see it at the bottom, one of the cards we're making tonight is just cased straight up from the catalog, just copied it completely from the catalog. And so we have these really nice designer series papers, these little brads, the stamp set, and the dies. There's a lot, Stampin' Up! Has a lot to offer for masculine cards. I don't have all the sets yet. I know we used the sailboat one recently, but look at, they've got camping, they've got outdoors like bears and owls. They've got a whole thing of like beer and wine. For drinking. I think this one's really cute, this adventurous journey. It's got the canoe. I don't know if you can see it. I don't think my camera goes back that far, but that's a really fun one. So lots and lots of, they have this one that's got all these vintage tools in it, lots and lots of choices to craft with. So these are the cards that we're going to make this evening. And we've got this Holy Smokes, You're Amazing, Wishing You a Happy Father's Day, Happy Birthday to a Classic, and then this is the one that we cased from the catalog, Hope Your Day is a Grand Adventure. And you can make that any kind of card that you want, right? So let's get started on making some cards. Let me put these in the order that we're going to do them. Okay. So here's the stamp set up close, so you can take a look at it. And it's got some really awesome stamps in here. Just really nice, classic looking stamps. A lot of fun. And then the die set that goes with it has some really awesome shapes that you could use. Obviously, you can see the dies go with, like the circle goes with these stamps. But these are nice shapes just to have for any kind of card, right? You could put any kind of sentiment and cut it out with these dies. So that's fun. All right, so let's get our first kit out. And we're going to do the Holy Smokes card first. Now, the fun thing about this paper pack, and let me show you the paper pack, it comes with 2 sheets of these punch outs in it. So a lot of the things we're going to use tonight are just punch outs. They just punch right out of the paper. There was 2 sheets. My other sheet, I punched them all out and put them just in a little Ziploc to have them handy. So you get 2 sheets of that. And then the papers are really awesome. They all have a pattern on one side, and it's a very beautiful masculine pattern with the browns and the creams, the green, and then of course I love this Cajun Craze color. I think it's so pretty. You have the barbecue paper, the classic car paper. So just really a fun pack of paper to work with. All right, so we're going to start with our basic black card base, and that's 8.5 by 5.5. We've scored it right down the middle at 4 1/4. I have this piece to go on the inside, and this is Sahara Sand, which coordinates really nicely. You can say it's the same color in this barbecue designer series paper that I just showed you. So we're going to end up putting that on the inside. So our other pieces, we're going to just start by layering. I have 2 layers that are going to go top and bottom like this, just to fill out the front of our card. And we're just going to attach these to the front of the card with some seal. Okay, so I'm going to leave a little bit of a border. And if you want the measurements, just give me a little, and you can see this is the other side of that paper that we just used that has the really nice pattern on it. If you would like the measurements, you can just email me, and that is sunshineandsparklestamping@gmail.com, and I'll be happy to send you the project sheet that's got all the measurements on it, because sometimes I forget while I'm crafting on camera to tell you all of the measurements. This is actually 4 inches across for both, and this is 3 1/4, and this is 2 1/4. And then I'm going to take this little piece of black and put it across just to kind of divide it up, right? So we'll just make that a little border between the 2. And we'll attach that with our seal as well. Okay. Then for the next part, I have this, which I die cut with the dies that I just showed you. And that's going to go right here. And we will pop that up with some dimensionals. Time for a brand new sheet of dimensionals. And I'm going to put this a little bit to the side. Right like that. Make sure it's straight. The next part is we're going to do our sentiment, and we're going to stamp that in our Memento Black ink. And we're going to do the Holy Smokes, You're Amazing. And this is a nice oval stamp. Make sure I get it nice and inked up. And again, this is a piece of Sahara Sand, just a scrap. And we're just going to go straight up and down on that. I got a little bit on the side, but I'm not going to worry about that because we're going to die cut this out. So you can die cut it ahead of time and then try and center your stamp in the middle. I prefer to always do the stamping and then the die cut so I can get it in the exact right spot. So I'm going to kind of center it and use a piece of Post-it tape to hold it in place. And I think that's perfect, just where I want it. So I'm just going to put that there. I'm going to get the mini stamp and emboss machine and just put it between our plates and send it through the machine to cut this nice oval shape out. Easy breezy, right? And perfect every time. And we'll just pop that right up on top of the other the label layers. All right, good. And then the other thing we put on it was just the little grill, which is just one of the little pop-outs. Now, I don't see mine here. Let me make sure I didn't leave it in the envelope. I might have to punch out a new one. I seem to have misplaced mine. Let me see if it's in my other envelope. I don't know where it went. Okay, hold on. Did I misplace it? Oh, I dropped it on the floor. I knew I had it. All right, and we might as well pop this up too. So that's just the little barbecue grill with some flames. And how easy is that? No cutting, no stamping, no nothing, just punching it out from the sheet. And that looks really cute there. The last thing we're going to do, or one of the last things, is use these rustic metallic dots, and this is part of the suite. And you can see these are kind of manly, right? These are really nice. They're not sparkly rhinestones. These are more for the guys, not that you couldn't use them on girl cards too. So we're just gonna take a couple of the little ones and just put a couple, I think I'm actually gonna put 3 in a row down here. Just like that to finish it off. Okay, now did we put anything on the inside? We did. Let's stamp. You can make this a birthday card, you can make it Father's Day. Let's make ours a Father's Day card and put wishing you a happy Father's Day. So again, I'm just going to use the black. So this week, I mean, I didn't use a whole lot of product. I just used that stamp set and I used those dies and black ink, right? And the paper, and that's pretty much it. See if I can put this on fairly straight. Okay, that looks good. Let's attach that to the inside of the card. And card number 1 is done. Nice and easy, right? What do you think? You guys like that one? I think it's a good looking card. And a lot of dads like to barbecue. And you know, it's wishing you a happy Father's Day, so it doesn't have to be for a father. It could be for a brother, for an uncle, for a friend. Just wishing them a happy Father's Day as well. Okay, so let's move on to our second card, and this one I designed as a Father's Day card. So let's get out our pieces for that one. And we are going to start with the black card base, same as before, exactly the same with the measurements. I also used Sahara sand to do a little bit in the middle, so we'll come back to that. And then I used DSP on the outside. This time I cut it more vertical, up and down. Let me put my other pieces over here so I don't actually lose them or drop them on the floor this time. So we're going to do this half of the card with the designer series paper, and then this half I'm just doing with a piece of Sahara sand. Okay, and so these are 5 1/4 inches long, and then let's see, what did I do? I did 2.5 inches and 1 inch. Okay, so let's attach those to the front, and that'll make for a really cute base. Leave a border, make sure my ties and shoes are facing the right direction up. I'm not going to attach this one yet, because before I attach this one, I'm going to add these little pattern die cuts. Now, if you saw it in the dies, they have this die, and I'm not even sure what you would call this pattern. It looks like, I want to say plaid, but that's not the right term for it. I don't remember what this is called, but look at, there's 2 of them, you can cut 2 at once, and they cut out these really beautiful patterns in the paper, which I think is just awesome. So we're going to glue these onto our little strip of Sahara sand. So let me get out a piece of scratch paper, and I'm just going to put some glue. I'm going to use my favorite glue pen on the back of these so I can get all the little skinny parts of it. And what we'll do is, I kind of want this one towards the middle. I'm going to go all the way to the edge, so it's a little bit more to the right, because I'm going to have a strip of black. And then I'm just going to line them up, touching each other, going down. So we'll put this one here, touching there and touching the edge. Let me just set that down to set it for a minute. And so our top and our bottom one are gonna kind of hang off a little bit, but then we're just gonna cut them. So, or you could have just taken 3 and just centered 3 of them down the middle. I kind of like this look like this. And then we'll do our last one at the top. It's kind of an argyle pattern, I would say. Maybe that's the word I was looking for, was argyle. Okay. So now I'm just going to take my scissors and just snip off what's hanging over the edge. Great. And now we have a really nice pattern. Now I'm going to go ahead and adhere that to our card. Oops. And put it right about here. And I think that looks pretty good. Now this is a very skinny strip. This is 5 1/4 by 1/4. Let's see if I can not get glue all over everything as I go down here with some adhesive. And we'll just put that strip to kind of separate again the 2 different papers. Okay. All right, so this time I did do the die cut first, and this is out of Sahara Sand. It's just the curve, you know, the rectangle with the nice edges. And we're going to use that same stamp that says, wishing you a happy Father's Day. So let's see if I can get it right in the middle. I'm going to bring it a little bit closer to me. I think I shook the camera. Sorry about that. Got a little aggressive with my ink pad. Okay, so that looks good. Let's just put some dimensionals on the back of this. And we'll put this right about in the middle right here. Let's see, did that come out straight? I think that's pretty good. And then we're just gonna take our other little pieces. And these are just, again, cutouts, and we're gonna just pop some of these up. I'm gonna pop this one up at the bottom. And we'll put that one right here. And then I'm gonna pop this one up and put this at the far side and add a little bit of seal to this side because I want that to be sitting right about here. Okay, and the cute little bow tie, let's put that on. Try not to get seal everywhere. And put that right about there. And then the last little piece is just this little star. And I'm just going to put that on with a little mini dimensional just to make it stick up a little bit. Like that. Okay, let's do the inside. And on the inside, I did not you could stamp a sentiment if you'd like to. Hold on, I got glue all over the place. And I just cleaned this week with Goo Gone because I don't know, I tend to get glue everywhere. So I just kept the inside simple. You could stamp it if you want to. You could just write inside the card. I just took a little strip and put it down the side. This was a little strip I had left over from cutting the designer series paper. And I'm just going to put it just like that on the inside of the card. Okay, that's it. Card number 2. Nice little Father's Day card, right? Very classic. All right. The next one we're going to do, speaking of classic, is Happy Birthday to a Classic. And this one's fun. I love those old-fashioned cards. And I absolutely love the colors of this Cajun Craze. That's one of my favorite colors. So our pieces for this, try to get them all out. Very few pieces to go with this one. So this is the Cajun Craze cardstock. And we cut this just like the others, 8.5 by 5.5, scored in the middle at 4 1/4. This time we're going to do the card like this. This is for the inside. We'll do that later. So for the outside, this is the designer series paper, and I have this Sahara Sand patterned paper that I'm going to put. You can see it's the opposite side of these classic cards. So I'm going to put that down first, and that measures 5 1/4 by 4. And we'll just center this one right here. And then this next piece of designer series paper is 4 1/2 by 3 1/4. And we're going to put that up on an angle like that. And I think I'm going to pop it up so it doesn't look so flat. Let me put a bunch of dimensionals on the back of here. And we'll put that right like that. Let me move it over just a little bit so it sticks up a little bit. And then this is another one of those punch outs from the designer series paper pack. And we'll just pop this up as well, just to add a little accent right here. And then we're going to stamp on that same rectangle that I again cut out of the Sahara Sand. And we'll use the Memento Black. Trying to figure out what happened on my iPad. It looks like I froze on my iPad, but I'm still live here, so I think we're still live. I'm not sure exactly what's happening. Okay. So this one says Happy Birthday to a Classic, and it also has a car right in the stamp. And, whoops. Let's see if I can get that in the center here. All right, we'll pop that up. These cards go by pretty quick, right? If you had to make a bunch of them. So we'll put this in the corner like that. And then we're going to add some of those dots again. And this time I'm going to use the medium-sized ones, and I'm just going to put one in each corner. Didn't do quite right. Okay. So for the inside, we have the Sahara Sand piece. Again, this is 5 1/4 by 4. And we're just going to take another little extra strip of the DSP and just put it along the bottom with the cute little antique cars. And then again, you could stamp on the inside if you want, or you could just write whatever you want to do. It looks like this one's just a tiny bit long. So let's just trim that up so it looks good. And then we'll just put this on the inside. And that's it. That is our happy birthday card. I hope y'all like that card. I like it. It's one of my favorites. Okay. Next, we're going to do this one that I cased out of the catalog, and it says, Hope your day is a grand adventure. And so what I've done with this one has a lot of the punch outs. And this time we've started with just a white card base, and this is the thick basic white, but we've used the same measurements as before. Then the next layer, what we did, and again, this DSP is opposite, right? So we're using both sides of this designer series paper. And so I started out by cutting the rectangle by itself, and this was 5 3/8 by 4 1/4 that I cut it. And then I just took my trimmer. Let me show you real quick. Let me just pull my trimmer out. And I just took, I'll just show you with a piece of basic white. I just took it corner to corner along my trimmer like this. And then I just cut it right on a diagonal like that. And that's how I got my 2 diagonal pieces. So when you're doing it, because it's opposite, the other piece that you're going to have on this side you can't just flip over because of the way it's angled, right? But then when you do the next card, you can just do it opposite angle. So you can still get 2 cards out of the 2 pieces of designer series paper. So let's go ahead and adhere these pieces down. Isn't this a cute little camping paper? I just think it's adorable. Whoops. So I left a little bit skinnier of a border on this one. I'm gonna make sure that's lined up right. And then we'll put down, this is a really nice kind of brown plaid that I think coordinates really nicely. And that's the front, okay? So this piece, I also used that die that we had in the set before, and you can see I cut it out of a piece of designer series paper, so we have that nice texture on the back. And I'm just gonna seal this piece down. So we'll put that right here. Okay. No stamping on this one, it's just all cutouts, right? So this is one of the cutouts. We'll pop that up. The catalog has lots of good ideas in it. You don't have to create every card from scratch. Okay, so we put this one over, and then we're going to take this really cute little van with the surfboard and pop that up. And we'll put that there. And then I've got this little one. Now see, I lost my stars. I was afraid I was going to lose the stars, and I sure did. Here's the little piece with the stars. Let me make sure they're not still in the, let's see, hold on. Went to the corner. There they are. They were in the corner of the envelope. Okay, so for these, I'm going to use the mini dimensionals. This sheet of mini dimensionals is a mess. I think this is the original sheet. I don't think I've ever started a second sheet of mini dimensionals. I've been working off this same sheet forever and ever. But it's getting to the point where I'm going to be finished with it, and I will use up all the edge pieces and cut those up too. So this we're putting along the bottom right here, and then we're just going to put the dimensionals on the back of these 2 little punch out stars too. And this barely fits in the center without showing through to the other side. So one can go up here, and we'll put the other one down here. Now, if you wanted to add some of those dots, those brass dots, you could go ahead and put some of those on if you wanted to decorate it further on the front. I think it looks good just the way they had it like that. And on the inside, it's already white, so I just took a little piece of DSP, and we'll just attach that to the bottom as well. Now, you could turn this into a Father's Day card. You could turn it into any kind of card that you wanted, a birthday card. Do you know somebody that's taking a camping trip and you just want to wish them well and say, hey, have fun time on your trip? So that's it. That's our 4th card. Those went pretty fast, right? All right, so let me just tell you about a couple things. I always like to catch you guys up with what's going on with Stampin' Up, and then I'm going to show you my cards for next time. I probably am not going to be doing a live next week because I'm having some out-of-town visitors come this week, but I'll show you what I have for the next time. Let me just update you on some things that are going on really quickly. Again, let me just show you the cards that we made tonight. There's all 4 of our cards that they made. I think it's a nice suite of cards. Obviously, you have enough paper and stuff in the kit. You could make a whole bunch of different designs. If you would like the project measurement and supply sheet, email me and I'll be happy to send it to you. I have pictures, I have all the measurements and the product numbers that we used on there. This week, instead of doing make and takes, I'm not offering make and takes this week. It's a little bit hard with the punch outs. You really need to get the paper yourself to have the full array of punch outs, so I'm not doing that. But if you do place an order of $35 or more with me, this week by Saturday, I will send you a free packet of these Rustic metallic adhesive back dots. So let me show you what else we've got promotion-wise coming up. All right, last chance sale is going on for the spring mini catalog. Lots of fun stuff in there. I was going to make some cards to show you guys. I was actually going to do a different class. And then some of the stuff was selling out. Like this is one of the things that went on sale in the catalog. These little tools, that one just sold out. I made this little card. So go on there. If you wanted me to send you a list of the products that are actually discounted, I can email that to you. But get the products while you can before they're all gone, because that catalog is going to retire at the end of June. Right now, the kits collection in June, any of the kits are buy one, get one half off, and the half off is of the more expensive kit. So lots of fun kits if you want to explore that. They're all-inclusive kits to make the cards. Our paper pumpkin kit is pick of the crop, and you can order that through June 10th if you're interested in that. And then our new catalog is coming out, and I thought I had a picture of the new catalog, but I don't see it. Here it is. Our new mini catalog is going to be coming out, and this is going to be, I call it the holiday catalog. It's going to be July 1st through December, and you're going to have Christmas, fall, you're going to have Halloween. There's lots of stuff. You know, as demonstrators, we get to see the digital version now. We've gotten to pre-order, and we're going to have celebration also. And here's some of the free things I got this week because I got to pre-order out of that catalog or any of the catalogs. So I got this cute little hippo stamp set free with the $50 purchase, the dies to go along with it. I think that's going to be adorable. I got this really fun pack of paper with a $50 purchase for free. And this is all silver and gold. And it's embossed paper, and you can see it's got the uneven stripes, and it's got dots in silver and gold. So I can't wait to start creating with that. That's going to be really fun. All right, let me show you the cards that I have for the next time. The next time we're going to be using the cherry stamp set. So it's a really cute stamp set. We're going to make 3 cards and a treat. And this one doesn't come with dies, it comes with a punch, which is awesome because then you don't even need a die cutting machine. You can use the punch to punch these out. I did do some die cutting on these cards. So we'll do a little birthday wishes with the cherries, the sweet cherries. A thank you for being so sweet card. We've used that fun fold before in cards. A little cherry thank you card. These are nice and summery, right? And then I found these delicious, these are Haribo gummies that are cherries with the little stems. So that would be a fun little treat to make for somebody to send as a gift or give as a gift. So thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great week. I'll see you in a couple weeks. And again, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Bye for now.